range of data types you need to know in Python. But while you're still learning, I'm going to teach you just 4, which will allow you to accomplish 90% of everything that you want to make going forwards. And then I'll introduce the others as and when we need them. So one of the main ones is strings. The other thing you need to be aware of is that computers are fundamentally stupid. So all they are doing is following every instruction we give it to the letter. So we all know that 3 plus 3 is 6. However, to the computer, when I run it, in this scenario, it's 33. And the reason is data types. So to a computer, you've got to be very specific and tell it exactly what data you are working with. So a string is wherever you see these speech marks. These speech marks or quotation marks highlight that anything in the middle is a string and should be taken literally and not as code. It's a collection of characters. And obviously 3, while it is a number, can also be referred to as a character. So because this is stored as a string, I can't perform basic maths on it. So the addition operator, which would usually add 2 numbers together, because mine are strings, joins them together, which is why 3 plus 3 is resulting in 33. Now you should use strings for words. So if, again, we'll stick with the name example, and let's have a favorite movie. And we'll go for Miracle, the ice hockey film. So if I want to then print out a nice message, I might print out something like name favorite movie is Fav movie. Now remember, to get this working, I need to put the F at the start for format, and then I encapsulate whatever I want with these curly brackets if it's a variable. So name is a variable and Fav movie is a variable. Okay, so when I run this code, we can see what it looks like. So it says Dan's favorite movie is Miracle. And that's all using strings. So we've got strings here inside the variable, but also this whole thing is a string here. Look, you've got the speech mark opening there, and you go all the way to the end, and we've got a speech mark closing there. So that whole thing in the middle is a string, and it's only because of this format that we're able to insert variables within our string. But you will have also seen strings on inputs. So if I do input, please enter name, you can see that message, I'm sending that out as a string. So strings you will come across quite a lot, and it's any time that you're encapsulating something in those quotation marks or speech marks. And it also works with a single speech mark. But what's very important is being consistent. So if you use a single speech mark at the start, you must end with a single speech mark. Now, the only other thing to show you is whenever you're working with data types, you can also test what the data type is. So if I do print type, and then I give it, let's say, name. So I'm going to comment that line out so we don't run that. And when I run it, it says enter a name, so I'm going to enter Dan. And you see it's now outputted to say it is an str, which stands for string. So I've printed out what type of data is stored in name. So you can use this type to test what data types things are if you are unsure.